Yo, he got Skippies on! Alright, so my first pair of sneakers that I wore to school was these sneakers called What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. thoooose, hitting y'all off with another exclusive. But before I get into it, I just want to celebrate that I got 100 subscribers in less than 3 weeks. I'm going to celebrate every milestone, whether it's 100 subscribers, 500 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 1,000, it doesn't matter. Every milestone I'm going to celebrate with y'all because that's what I'm supposed to do. And with that being said, if you're feeling the vibe, make sure you subscribe because I'm building a tribe. Let's go. And with that being said, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification so you know when your boy's putting out that new, fresh content. So let's get into it. All right, so today I'm gonna be doing a story time, man. And we're gonna get into it. So this is gonna be the first time I actually got to wear name brand sneakers. When I mean name brand sneakers, I'm talking
about Jordans, Nikes, Reeboks, Adidas, Pumas, anything that's name brand.
You know what I mean? Now, before I also get into it, if you notice, I'm wearing the shirt. It says Aaliyah, but Aaliyah is spelled wrong. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I wore this shirt, because I want y'all to know that your boy still messes with the struggle, man. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so story time, man. All right, so I'm going to go back in the day, way back, like way back. We're going to go back into the days when I was a kindergartner, first grader, second grader, third grader, fourth grader type level. All right, so I'm going to be 100% real, man. My pops raised me. He was a single father. You know what I mean? We was on welfare. He was on the SSI. You know what I mean? I had food stamps. I ate ramen noodles. I ate that box macaroni and cheese with the powdered cheese, you know what I'm saying? Like, I drank that Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I grew up on. That's the era that I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my Cape Verdean culture. I'm proud of my Native American culture. But like I said, I grew up poor, man. So let's get into it, man. I can't even front. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the kindergarten years because, yeah, that's pre-K, you know what I mean? But I'll never forget it, right? So it was first grade, you know what I mean? My pops, like I said, he did the best he could with what he had, all right? So my pops went out, he got me some fresh clothes, not from the best store, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna name the store, but it was kind of like Family Dollar, Bargain Tree, you know, whatever, you know, it wasn't the best store. But he got me what he could with what he had, you know what I mean? So it was my first day of school, it was first grade. And you know, anytime it's your first day of school, you make sure that you put your whole outfit out, you know what I mean? Like, you got your shirt, your pants with your sneakers and everything like that. Now, when I was growing up, Jordans was real popular. You know what I mean? They're still popular, but it was real popular because Jordan was still actually playing when I was young. I'm not gonna tell you my age, but anyway. So, I was excited, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm doing my thing, whatever the case may be. I set up my outfit, everything is good. All right, so my first pair of sneakers that I wore to school was these sneakers called Everlast. Now, what Everlast would do was they would copy or they would like kinda emulate what Jordan sneakers was like. So I'll never forget it, right? So it was the Jordan like 5s, right? So I had some Everlast sneakers that kind of looked like the Jordan 5s, but they was not the Jordan 5s. Like, what I mean they was not, like they had the Everlast all over them, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it was that serious, right? So, you know what I mean? I'm a little kid, yo, it's the first day of school, I'm first grade, I'm excited, I packed my lunch, I put all my clothes out. Yo, I'm feeling like I'm gonna be the freshest dude, you know what I'm saying? So I get all dressed up, I'm ready to go, whatever. So I try to be slick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I didn't have no Jordans, but I knew they looked like Jordans. So back in the day, we used to sag our pants and, yo, wearing baggy pants was the thing to do. So I had some baggy pants, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my pops, he hooked it up. So I had my baggy pants and you know what I mean? Like, I try to cover up the Everlast. Like, I tried to cover it up. I was like, I don't want nobody to see, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had my pants set a certain way so nobody can see. right? So I go up into school and I'm just chilling. I got my lunch and everything like that. Now, when I did school, you know what I mean? Like, you had to go in the morning, you had to get your lunch token. And your lunch token was basically a token that said that, you know, you was able to get a free lunch. Like I said, I was poor. So because I was on welfare, I got that free token. So I made sure I went to the cafeteria in the morning. I got my free breakfast and I got my token. So I got my token and everybody's there. You know what I mean? Like, we were little kids or whatever, but everybody's there and they're wearing their best. When I mean they're wearing their best, everybody's wearing their best, you know what I mean? So I'm walking, I think I'm smooth, and I'm moving through the crowd or whatever, and then out of nowhere, somebody looks at me and is like, yo!
What are those?
What are those?
But, you know what I mean? Dude was looking like, yo, it was my friend too, he was cool with me. He looked at me, he was like, yo, what you got on your feet? I lied. I'm not even gonna lie. I lied. I was like, what you talking about? These are the new Jordans. These are the Jordan 5s, yo. I put my... I'm sorry. But I put my pants leg down, like I covered up the logo. I didn't want him to see the Everlast. And he's looking, he's like, yeah, those are Jordans, all right? Like, he had that look like, they ain't Jordans. They ain't fresh. But it was okay because ain't nobody noticed. I had my pants over it, so I'm walking through. Everything's good. I get my token. And everything is good. So I go to my class, my class, whatever, we sitting down and everything, and everybody's looking fresh or whatever. And more and more that I notice, people start looking at me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Anthony, I had a Ninja Turtles t-shirt because I was a Ninja Turtle fan, and I had the big baggy pants. But people kept looking at my sneakers and they're like, yo, what are those? I'm still lying. I'm like, these are the Jordan 5s. I'm like, these are the 5s right there. So, the rest of the day goes good and then we get to gym class, right? So in gym class, you gotta change up. You can't be wearing, your baggy jeans. You can't be wearing, all your stuff or whatever. I can still wear my Ninja Turtle t-shirt, but, I gotta wear shorts. So I changed into my shorts. And that's when everybody could see that I had Everlast sneakers, right? So I'm walking through, I'm still trying to make it seem like I got Jordans on, and everybody's looking at me like, I know you ain't got those on, bruh. Like, I know, like, what are those? And I'm still trying to pass it, you know what I mean? I'm walking with confidence. Like I said, I'm a Leo, so I got my chin up, and I'm like, these are Jordan 5s. They clearly got Everlast on them. And my boy that I seen earlier when I went to get my token, he goes,
I thought those were Jordan 5s,
And I was like, yeah, they are. And he was like, he literally grabbed the tongue of my sneaker. And he was like, bruh, these don't say Jordans. These say Everlast. And when I mean I was so embarrassed, like, I was so embarrassed. Like, I was sitting there like, for the rest of the day. All I did was get roasted. Everybody's like, oh, how them bootleg Jordan 5s are, huh? Oh, I thought you got the Jordan 5. Those are some Everlast, huh? What you think, you slick? Now, the worst part about Skippies, because that's what we call them. We call them Skippies, right? Is they're built different, right? So I'm in gym class, like I said, we playing basketball, whatever. So when I run and I skirt, when you skirt, I'm leaving the biggest rubber streak on the floor. Now, if you got like Jordans, you're not gonna leave that cheap rubber streak on the floor, right? And everybody's just looking at my sneakers, and I'm sitting there just trying not to like bring attention to myself, but everybody and their mama was like, I'm like, oh no, I'm so embarrassed, right? So I finished up the rest of the day, you know what I mean? I'm still, trying to do what I do. I changed out of gym class and I put my, my baggy jeans back on and I'm covering everything up. But back then, word of mouth, everybody's like, yo, Mr. Thoooose, because that's what I'm gonna go by. I wasn't going by that back then, but you know, everybody's like, yo, Mr. Couze does not have the Jordan 5s. He got them Everlast. Like, it just started working around the whole school. And next thing you know, by the time the end of school comes out, I'm walking out of school and there's a group of friends and kids and everybody's laughing at me. They're like, ah! Just sitting there roasting me. And as a kid, like, I just had to take it. I was just like, no, right? So after that, everybody knew I had the Everlast sneakers. So I got picked on constantly. With these big old eyes and me wearing Skippies was a bad combination. So I hit up my aunt and I tell her, I'm like, Auntie, yo, hook me up. Like, Christmas is coming around the corner. Help me out. Please, Auntie, please. Like, I'm getting picked on. I'm being bullied. So she's like, I got you, no problem, right? So I'm thinking, yo, I'm about to get something fresh. So I told her, I was like, yo, Auntie, hook me up with some feelers. Because back in the day, feelers, or as we said, felines, or however you want to pronounce it, they was actually kind of hot. So I was like, yo, Auntie, hook me up with some feelers. Hook me up with a little something, because you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm getting picked on or whatever. So Christmas comes around, and I'm excited, you know what I mean? So Christmas comes around, she drops me off, she hooks me up with some feelers. So I'm thinking they're gonna be like the feelers that everybody else is wearing, you know, the high top joints, everything. I'm like, yo, these are gonna be the feelers. I'm gonna be able to bounce back. None of these kids are gonna be able to mess with me because I'm gonna be that dude. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. My aunt goes out and she gets the feelers, but she don't get the high top feelers or the ones that are banging. She literally gets like the running shoe style feelers. Now, running shoe style sneakers is cool now, but back in my day, if you had like a running style shoe sneaker, nah, yo, hell no. So I'm sitting there, I got my feelers on. I think I'm the man, right? So I walk up into school, I got the feelers on. Yo, when I sat, you know, like I said, we had the baggy pants or whatever. This time around, I got the low tops, right? But I'm making sure you can still see the feeler stitching on the tongue. So I'm walking through school like, finally got a new pair of kicks that are name brand, no more Everlast. And all the kids look at me and they're like, bruh, you got them running feelers? What are those? Like I said, we didn't have one of those, but they just looking at me and I'm still trying to stunt. And they're just sitting there like, yo, those are worse than when you had the Everlast. You might as well put them Skippies back on. When I mean I had the worst day ever, everybody was cracking on me. They was like, yo, where you running to? Where you going? How you got them running shoes on? And I felt like, yo, I was trying to defend myself. I was like, at least they name brand. They was like, we don't care their name brand. They're mad ugly. Yo. So I sat there and I just ate it. So I'm like, all right, cool. All right, so then second grade came around, man. Like I said, that was just a bad year. So second grade came around. My pops tried to give me the Everlast again. I'm like, nah, dog. Nah, please don't. Because if you get me these sneakers, I'm gonna get roasted. I'm gonna get flamed. What he do? Give me the Everlast. The Everlast that looked like what? The Jordan 6. No, please, no. But that's what he did. So you know me, I did the same routine, but I knew it was gonna come out, whatever. So everything was cool. But I had a cousin, and she was older than me, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, cause she was older than me, whatever the case may be, she had a pair of Reeboks, right? But she was a female, and I was a dude, you know what I mean? And even though she was older than me, because she was a female, she was small or whatever, she had these nice pair of Reebok sneakers, right? And I barely could fit into them. They was like, I don't know what size they were, but I barely could fit into them. But because they had the Reeboks on, I stuffed my foot up in there. I got rid of the Everlast, and don't get me wrong, she wore them a little bit. They had a little bit of wear to them, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to school wearing these Skippies. So I put these Reeboks on, I'm stuffing my feet. Now mind you, when your feet are in a sneaker, they should be comfortable. They should be like this. My feet like this in the sneaker. But I didn't care because I was like, yo, these are Reeboks, these are fresh, these are cool. I'm doing my thing. So I walk up into school, whatever the case may be. It's the first day of school again. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling good. I laid up my clothes. I put my cousin's sneakers with my stuff. Everything is looking good. And I go into school. And like I said, these sneakers are hurting me. Like, I mean, they're hurt. Like, yo, they're hurting. But I didn't care because I didn't want to get picked on. So I'm walking through and I'm literally like, I can't even run. Like, yo, I'm walking slow because my feet are like this. And my boy, the same dude that pointed out, he was like, yo, why your feet look like they're about to bust out of the side of the shoe? Because my foot was so big and it was just terrible. It was just such a bad experience. Yo, I literally gave up, yo. I took them off because, like I said, the first day of school was terrible. I had to walk through. I put my Everlast back on, went into school, got roasted again. I was just like, you know what? I had enough. So finally, man, the next year, like I said, I had to go through a whole year wearing Skippies. But the next year, my dad finally ran into a little bit of income tax money. I don't know what he did or whatever the case may be, but I was able to get some Reeboks. Now, this is when Shaq was doing his thing, and Shaq was signed to Reebok, and I got the Shaqs. And I was super excited. I put them on. I walked through school. Everybody was giving me my props, and for the first time, I got love. But you don't understand, like nowadays, it's easy to have name brand sneakers, but back in the day, it cost a little bit. But I finally got my first pair of sneakers, and it was the Shaqs. It was Reebok Shaqs, the one that looks like zebras. And I was super excited. I had them on. You know what I mean? I don't know how my pops did it, but I did it. I was excited. And for the first time in my life, I felt like I was accepted. I was like, thank you. I literally wore these Shaqs until they literally fell off, man. Like, I wore them everywhere. Everything that I did, I was like, yo, look at my Shaqs. Look at my Shaqs. There's so much that I went through, man. But if you ever wore a pair of Skippies and you never had name brand sneakers, you know my pain. You know my struggle, man. Because it's not easy trying to block that and make sure people don't know what you're wearing, because soon as people know that you got Skippies on, it's a wrap. Like, everybody roast you, yo, because your sneaker looks like a Jordan, but it's not a Jordan or Adidas or whatever, and you're trying to play it off, and I really try to play it off so hard. Like, the chicks was, you know, when you had a little crush, you remember you had your like little elementary crush or whatever. You try to look cute in front of her, but you can't look cute in front of her in some bootleg Jordans. Like, she just sat there and laughed at me like, ah, look at you. And that was my worst, man. Oh, it was the worst experience. But I'll tell you, man, when I first got my name brand pair of sneakers, I was excited. I wore them to the fullest, man. And I'm so grateful for that moment. But if you ain't never been through a moment like that, I don't know what to tell you, man. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hit y'all up with another story time. Thank y'all for subscribing. I love y'all. Peace and love. Mr. thoooose is out. Peace.
Thoooose.